Hey everyone, Jack here. Today I'm going to be talking about something that's near and dear to my heart, money. More specifically, the amount of money you need to save at every age. And let me tell you, this is a topic that hits home for me. You see, when I was in my 20s, I was so focused on living in the moment and having fun that I didn't really think about saving for the future. But as I got older, I realized just how important it is to have a solid financial plan in place. And that's what I want to share with you all today. So sit back, grab a pen and paper, and let's get started. First up, the age range of 20, 30. This is a time when many of us are just starting out in our careers, and it can be tempting to splurge on all sorts of things. But let me tell you, this is the time to start thinking about your financial future. During this stage, your main financial goal should be to start building an emergency fund. This fund should be able to cover your living expenses for at least 3 to 6 months. And if you can, try to save even more. The recommended amount to save during this stage is around 10–15% of your income. So how do you make that happen? Well, first of all, you need to create a budget. I know, budgeting isn't the most exciting thing in the world, but trust me, it will be worth it in the end. And once you have a budget in place, you can start setting financial goals for yourself. Another important tip during this stage is to avoid debt. I know, easier said than done, but try your best to only take on debt that is absolutely necessary. And if you do find yourself in debt, make a plan to pay it off as quickly as possible. Next up, we have the age range of 30, 40. This is a time when many of us are starting to settle down and think about starting a family. And with that comes a whole new set of financial responsibilities. During this stage, it's important to start thinking about your retirement. You should be investing in a retirement plan, such as a 401(k) or an IRA. And the recommended amount to save during this stage is around 15–20% of your income. In addition to saving for retirement, it's also important to start building an emergency fund. This fund should be able to cover your living expenses for at least 6 to 9 months. And if you can, try to save even more. Another tip during this stage is to pay off high-interest debt. The sooner you can get rid of that debt, the better off you'll be in the long run. Now let's talk about the age range of 40, 50. This is a time when many of us are starting to think about our children's future and planning for their education. During this stage, it's important to start contributing to a college fund for your children. The recommended amount to save during this stage is around 20–25% of your income. In addition to saving for your children's education, it's also important to start paying off a mortgage, if you have one. And, if you haven't already, start maximizing your contributions to your retirement plan. And, last but not least, start preparing for retirement. This might mean downsizing your living expenses or looking to alternative living arrangements that are more affordable. And don't forget to continue to build your emergency fund. Finally, we have the age range of 50 and above. This is the stage where many of us are approaching retirement, and it's important to start thinking about our long-term financial goals. During this stage, it's important to continue contributing to your retirement plan and to start thinking about creating a steady stream of income in retirement. You can do this by investing in bonds, annuities, or even rental properties. In addition to preparing for retirement, it's also important to start thinking about estate planning. This might include creating a will, setting up trusts, and making sure your loved ones are taken care of after you're gone. And of course, it's never too late to start building an emergency fund. This fund should be able to cover your living expenses for at least a year, if not more. So, there you have it, folks, the amount of money you need to save at every age. Remember, it's never too late to start planning for your financial future. So, go ahead and take control of your finances today. And, to quote the great Will Smith, "Too many people spend money they haven't earned, to buy things they don't want, to impress people they don't like." So, let's not be those people. Let's be smart with our money and plan for a secure financial future. That's all for today, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And, as always, keep it real.